Hey, what's up, you guys? So today I wanted to do kind of like a weed rules video, like a cannabis rules, like when you're in a sesh, when you're smoking with other people, and you don't really know like what goes on generally within a sesh, within a group. So I'm gonna like break it down the way the sesh usually goes. So first, whoever packs it whoever packs it usually gets the first hit, whoever's butt it is. Oh, here's one thing. Everybody should contribute. You should always contribute, even if you're smoking blunts, at least bring the blunts. Like if you can't get the bud, or even munchies, or water for people to drink. Like, contribute with something. Don't just go about the sesh empty handed. Like, that's kind of rude. um but whoever puts in the bud, or whoever's actually the one arranging it, however you're gonna smoke it, usually gets the first hit. After that, the general rule is, if you don't know who to pass it to, just pass it to the left. There's this cute little story. Somebody told me that it's because the left is closest to your heart, so that's why you pass it to the left. So that's pretty cool. But yeah. So okay, whenever you're hitting it, always try to corner it. So what that means is, instead of lighting up the whole thing, just get one little corner. That way, whenever you do pass it around, everyone could at least get one hit of greens, even if it's just a corner. That way you're sharing, you're not burn, because that burns everything too as well. Then you're just burning weed and you're not really getting the entire THC out of it, and that's that's what you want to smoke when you want to get higher. You're not getting the full CBD if you're doing it for medical reasons. You're just burning the herb. Okay, another thing, ash it before you pass it. So this mostly goes for blunts, or joints. So, you're passing it around to the group. Just don't let the ash keep being there. Some people like doing that and just let the ash fall on its own, but then I don't know, that could fall on people's clothes. Just it's just considerate. I don't know what's the word. It's considerate. It's not rude. I don't know the word, but it's just manners to ash it before you pass it to somebody else. Don't slobber on the stuff. If you have a piece, don't slobber on the piece. If you have a blunt, don't drool on it. And if you do and you could clean it off, that'd be good. I mean, because one, that's nasty, and two, this leads me to another point. It's germy. It's kind of germy, it's sharing something amongst a lot of people is already something kind of germful, that you should keep cleaning your pipe, or your, well, I guess, yeah, just the pipe, because blunts burn out. But it's kind of germy, it's kind of nasty. So if you slobber on it, that's just kind of gross. Keep the germs to yourself. If you know you're sick, don't even join the circle. If you know you're sick, don't get everybody else sick. That's kind of messed up. And this, I guess this could go for anything, but it's mostly for a blunt, or a paper-based joint, or whatever. Don't hold it while you're telling a story, because then it's burning, and everyone's just looking at it, wanting to hit it, and you're just there telling a story. If you're telling a story, that's fine, that's cool, we're all there to get to know each other or whatever. But why would you do that? Why are you gonna just hold it? Just say a sentence, hit it, and then pass it, and then you can continue your story. So don't hold it, while you're telling a story. No smooching. Don't take 1,000 hits, don't keep hating it. The general thing is puff, puff, pass. And if you take another couple puffs, that's cool, especially if it's your weed. You could take all the puffs you want, but don't take 10 and then pass it on. don't be hogging the weed. So it's like when you're pitching into like put in greens for a blunt or a bowl or whatever, like don't be stingy, you know. Don't like just get a little nug. Like be fair, you know. Like if you're gonna be smoking a lot, you should put in a lot. Like it only makes sense, you know. Also don't steal lighters. It's a habit like everybody has. I do that too sometimes. But don't steal lighters. It's rude. I mean, like buying these often enough, like it adds up, you know. Like these aren't cheap and these aren't free. You know, they're sick. I like them. But don't steal lighters. That's messed up. And lastly, be safe, you know. Be safe. Know your limit. Know how much you can consume. You're not gonna die. Like, that's one thing. You're not gonna die. Like, no matter how bad you get high, no matter how bad the trip is, you're not gonna die. Okay? At most, you'll probably just fall asleep for a good 12 hours and you'll wake up feeling refreshed. Alright? You're not gonna die. If you do start kind of freaking out, getting paranoid, I've heard drinking milk helps. I've heard bread helps, but it's not as effective as milk. Like if you're just getting high, just drink like a little bit of milk. If you're lactose intolerant, I don't know. Sorry, you're screwed. I guess you could eat bread. I've heard bread helps. I don't know about like other kind of milks, but I know like milk helps, or maybe like ice cream or like some milk based thing, you know. It's probably the same thing. But yeah, you know, just be safe. Don't overdo it. I mean, it's funny when you're seeing someone like throw up and stuff, but I mean, come on, like that's messed up. Yeah. So that's it. That's pretty much like how a sesh goes. Have fun. I mean, enjoy the smoke or enjoy getting high or whatever, you know. Like, don't try to be cool, okay? Because I know I see a lot of people doing that where they try to be cool and they try to like inhale like a really huge hit, or like they'll just like bong rip it or whatever, and then they start choking and dying, and then they start throwing up all over the place. Like, I understand it happens sometimes on accident, because I've been there, you know. You just inhale a little too much than you expected. But don't try to impress. Like, if you're gonna do tricks, like, that's cool by all means. Like, if that's you, do you. But if you're not experienced, just be careful, because then you really do start feeling like you're dying. I remember one time, I was just laughing so much. And when you're laughing, you can't breathe. So you kind of like, you know, gotta take in that breath. But I was coughing too. So like, I just couldn't get air inside of me. Like, I couldn't get air. So I would make this weird noise. Like I was making a weird noise. And I was laughing. I was high. So I was laughing. And I thought it was so funny that I kept making that noise, that I kept laughing. And then, like, I was laughing, like, so hard. My stomach was hurting, and I was trying to get air. And so when I would try to, like, my body would just react, trying to take in that breath. And then, again, I would make that, like, noise, you know? And it was so crazy. And I just kept thinking it was funny. And then I kept trying to breathe, and I would make that noise. And, you know, it was just, like, this little cycle. And it kept going for, like, 5 seconds. And I remember it was such a long time, because within all of that happening, I remember me thinking, like, this is how I'm gonna die. Because I'm gonna die because I was laughing, and I asphyxiated myself through laughing. Like, I remember thinking this, and I was like, oh my god, like, how am I gonna explain to my parents? Or how's anybody gonna explain to my parents I died laughing? Like, but, and like, in the middle of my thought, somebody that was there, like, they just picked up my arms, and I started breathing, and then I felt fine. But so yeah, don't moral of the story is don't smoke more than you could handle, I guess, because you probably die from asphyxiation, but not from weed itself. I have like this whole other like edible story that I'll probably make about later or something. But that was a really crazy trip. And I remember thinking, the only thing that got me through there was being like, you're not gonna die. You're not gonna die. Like, you're not gonna die from this. but I was losing it. But yeah, hopefully you like this video. Hopefully you like my little story. Hopefully you learned something about this if you don't know anything about like sesh, smoke circles and stuff. Alright you guys, so hope you like my story. Hope you learned something from this video about sesh groups or like weed general rules or whatever. I don't know. Stay safe. There's like killer clowns out or whatever. There's like all these crazy things going on in the world. Just stay safe, stay positive through it all. Like bring positive energy, because there's like a lot of negativity out there. Just have a good day. See you next time.